What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Erica. How you guys doing today? Hopefully good. Sorry I have a really weird angle right now with my camera and my hair. I'm hiding my hair under a hat because I haven't washed it today. So yeah, today's video is going to be how to drive a standard. So it's pretty simple. It's really just understanding how the clutch works in relation to your gears and your gear ratios of your transmission. So first and foremost, you're gonna want to make sure your e-brake is up. Always start with the e-brake up. Put your foot on the brake, let your e-brake down. Then you can you'll roll if you let off your brake because you'll be in neutral. So you want to start by having your foot on the brake, and then your left foot is going to push down on the clutch. You're going to go in first gear, and then you're just going to feel it out. Second, go over third, fourth, fifth, and reverse. So it's pretty easy, yeah? So what you want to do is push your clutch in, go into first, let off the brake, and slowly let off the clutch. And you'll see that you start to move. And that means your clutch is disengaging and your car is getting fuel through the injectors for you to be able to move. So here we go. I'm going to bring you guys around, drive with you guys. I'm going to touch base on the basics of shifting and which RPMs I like to shift at, and how to rev match down, like downshifting as well as upshifting. So let's get to it. First gear, clutch in, slowly let it out, give it some gas, and then you're totally off the clutch at this point. And you're just in first on the gas, and you're moving. It's that simple. You're gonna come to a hill. Hills can be tricky because you have to feel out your clutch differently. Push your clutch in, take it out of gear, neutral. Obviously put your blinker on, put it in first, wait for this car to go by, slowly let off the clutch while giving it gas, totally off the clutch. And then right when I reach about 3.5 RPMs, you're gonna press the clutch in,
turn right,
shift that gear into second, let off the clutch, and give it gas and just go. And it's pretty much the same thing for all of your gears, is when you shift around, comfortably shifting, just casually shifting around, driving around town is like between 3 and 4 RPMs for me. If you're really getting on it though, you can go up there, but I like to be easy on my motor and transmission and just my car in general. I just like to ride it easy, or drive it easy, sorry. So you're coming to a stop sign, brake, clutch in, into neutral, and boom. There's no point in downshifting to first, because first is really just used to get going. And first, clutch in, second, let off the clutch,
take a slight
that,
left turn onto Federal Street,
and keep going. And then we're about at 3.5 RPM,
turn
shift
left onto Blackstone Street,
into third, and you're going like 35 miles per hour now. And then you want to speed up a little bit more.
at the next stop sign, turn left.
second gear, clutch in, second, gas, off, brake, neutral, and that's really it. So first, second,
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Frederick J. Stone
third,
Drive.
fourth, and now you're just cruising along. I'm going a little fast, so I'm going to brake, pop down into third, and just
Turn
cruise
left
in
onto
third.
Frederick J. Stone Drive. Then turn left onto
When you reverse, it's the same thing. Just think of it as your first gear, except you're going backwards. You're going slowly backwards. It's really the same thing. You just have to get used to your clutch and where it starts to catch and whatnot. And if you stall, stalling is totally normal when you're learning. Everyone stalls. It's just like riding a bike. When you first learn how to ride a bike, it feels really foreign. You feel really wobbly and shaky, and you know you might get a little jolting action when you're first trying to feel out how the clutch works and trying not to stall. It's just part of the process, so you just roll with it until you get to know it. So I'm coming to a stop sign. I'm gonna clutch in, second, give it gas, let off. Come to a stop, put it in neutral. Get going again. I'm coming up to some kids on bikes, so I gotta pass them. So I'm gonna give it some more gas. And then it just shifted into third. I think people think driving a manual is a lot more intimidating than it actually is. You can get the gist of it pretty easily the more you drive, obviously, because it's the more hands-on experience and hands-on effort that you're putting in that'll really make a difference and show how far you've come from when you first learned to now. Like, I used to not know how to rev match down, and if I don't rev match, here, I'll be, oh, I'm passing a cop, hold on. And you always can figure out if you're in the wrong gear, because see, I'll go into third, and it just doesn't like it. The motor, the sound of the engine that you can hear, or the exhaust, I mean, will tell you that you're in too low of a gear if it's really a so I'm gonna go into second because that feels more healthy. And we're just going, we're just driving. And you can even, once you get good at it, you can pop it in neutral, you're rolling, gotta go in second, give it some gas, let off the clutch, and you're rolling again, and you're in gear. And you can do that with any gear that you're in. As long as you get to know your gear ratios and in relation to your RPMs and how fast you're going with your speedometer. You can figure out your sweet spots of where your car likes to shift. And man, I am stuck behind a turtle right now. Smiling at some neighbors. It's really that simple. I wish I could really dive into it more, but it took me a few months to learn. Well, I mean, it took me like a few days to get it down, but but it took me a few months of actually driving consistently to really get comfortable with it. I remember I used to get a bunch of anxiety driving in front of cars and downshifting because I didn't know how to rev match. So if you don't know how to rev match and you just shift like this, and then so I'm in second, I'll get up to third. So I'm in third, but I want to get in second. So you just put the clutch in, put it in second, and let off. Did you hear that? How it went whoa, 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 whoa? Because you didn't match RPMs, and it was too much of a jump from the speed you were going to the gear that you were going down to. It needed more RPMs, which is where the gas comes in, where you touch the throttle and open it up so that your RPMs will go up and catch out that sweet spot, and you'll have a smooth shift. I hope I'm explaining that okay. I love driving a manual though. I think it's a lot more fun. Don't get me wrong, when I'm super tired, I'm just like, oh, I wish I could hop in the car and just press the gas and it'll go. But really, I think the pros outweigh the cons for driving a manual. It's a lot more fun. You get a lot more control over the car. You get to control when you shift. You get to control your speed better and your torque better. And you get to use the torque to your advantage for your speed. And I like that a lot. So I'm just pulling up to the house. I'm gonna stop now. Came to a full stop. I'm in neutral, foot's on the brake, put my e-brake up, and then I can let off the brake and I won't go anywhere. See, I'm stuck. But yeah, that's how you drive a manual. And sorry, you guys can't see me at all. But that's how you drive a manual. It just takes practice and a little bit of knowledge, and you'll be on your way soon. So go fast, don't die, and have fun. Deuces.